Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Break Games, where we cover everything LEGO gaming, and welcome to a new series on the channel where we're going to be doing a full playthrough of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens from 2016. This is going to be like a main playthrough, so we're going to do the prologue through the epilogue. We're not going to do like the bonus levels, at least not for now, because the plan is to get this out before the Skywalker Saga comes out here in 2 or 3 months or so from this releasing. So they might have announced the release date by the time you guys are watching this. I'm not sure, but at the time of recording this, I don't know when Skywalker Saga is coming out, but we're going to try to get this full playthrough up before then, because I've done a playthrough of the first LEGO Star Wars, as well as the second one from 2005 and 6, and now we're doing a playthrough of The Force Awakens, so that we have playthroughs of all the Skywalker Saga, as we'll call them, games, so that should be pretty fun. So we're going to start off here with the prologue in this video, the prologue, the Battle of Endor. Alright, so there's the Death Star, and here we get to see the new cutscenes here. The new HD current gen, or I guess it's last gen now, cutscenes. It's kind of crazy. We went from LEGO Star Wars 2, which was like kind of a new Xbox 360 generation game, and now we're going all over to an Xbox One generation game. So there's a huge graphical improvement here.
Call me Master.
You're gravely mistaken. You won't convert me as you did my father.
It is pointless to resist, my son.
I like how he just throws the lightsaber behind his chair. So I don't know if I'm gonna maybe not talk for some of these cutscenes, and I'll talk over sometimes. Just kind of depends, because I know these cutscenes have music in them, so I have to talk over the music because the copyrighted music will hurt my channel. So yeah, I guess we'll talk over them for the most part. And there we have Admiral Akbar, the classic "It's a Trap." And there we have Nine Nub and Lando Calrissian. I think we actually saw this sequence in the Skywalker Saga trailer, didn't we? Or maybe that was from Episode 5. I can't remember now. But we've seen what Lando looks like in Skywalker Saga. And there we go. So they're about to do an attack on the Death Star. It's a trap. There we go. There, you said it. I talked over it. Darn. Alright, so now we're back down here on Endor. And look at C-3PO's model in this game. Like, they redesigned him. He's all shiny. And R2-D2 looks pretty shiny too. Everyone looks way more shiny in this game. And there was Han Solo and Princess Leia in their Endor outfits. There's some Ewoks there, some stormtroopers. And yeah, it's kind of cool to go from LEGO Star Wars 2 to this game, just to see like what 10 years difference, because this was exactly 10 years after LEGO Star Wars 2 came out. If you think about it, because that game was 2006 and this is 2016. And yeah, just about 10 years. That's pretty cool how they timed that. But yeah, so they basically took, okay, here we go, we're playing the game now. So we have to start off here by taking out, what was that, 12 stormtroopers, I think? So we'll be able to do that pretty fast. So you get like combos when you start destroying a bunch of stormtroopers within a short period of time. You get combos, which helps you to get studs a lot easier. So you can kind of have a stud multiplier without having a red brick stud multiplier, or a red brick extra stud multiplier, I guess I should say. So yeah, so let's take out a couple more. There's a scout trooper right there, very cool. And there's actually a mini kit up on that right ledge there. I actually have a full mini kit guide on the channel as well for the main levels of this game. Again, prologue through epilogue, so you guys can check that out as well. Just got done uploading those to the channel not too long ago. So if you guys trying to 100% the game, be sure to check out the mini kit guide and red brick guide as well. I think it's the best one on YouTube. Alright, so here we have a new feature of this game, multi-builds, allow you to build different objects from the same pile of LEGO bricks. So if you choose the right path, that allows you to access a mini-kit, but we're not going for mini-kits in this playthrough. And, okay, come on, jump up, there we go. But the left path is the way you want to go. So here you have these little question blocks, which kind of tell you what to do. Characters with grapple hooks, such as Han Solo, can press B to attach them when prompted. So we're going to save this Wookiee with the grapple hook. So in the previous games, the grapple hook was basically just to, like, pick up your, or grapple up your character. Whereas in this game, it's kind of used to pull objects down and things like that. So they kind of changed it a bit. So now we just unlocked the Ewok. Is this actually Wicket, or is this just, oh yeah, it is Wicket, okay. They gave Ewok, or Wicket, a bit of a different design compared to the previous game. So here we have another multi-build. We can choose the left path, which will actually lead to a red brick, I believe. And then the right path here builds a ladder for what we actually have to do in the story mode. So Chewbacca is considered a strong character in this game. He can pull orange handles, So we're going to go ahead and pull that handle like so. And that will kind of get us set up here to take down this ATST here. And over here on the right is another strong handle, so we're going to switch back to Chewbacca. You can also hold down the character switch button, which I'm on the Xbox, so it's the Y button. Here you have a character wheel in which you can choose which character you want to play, which is kind of cool, because before like you would keep tapping Y and it would keep selecting the wrong character, whereas in this game you can just straight up select the correct character that you want if you're having trouble, so that's pretty cool. And that feature wasn't introduced in this game, I don't think. I think it's been in previous LEGO games before this, but you know, if you're going from LEGO Star Wars 1 to 2 to this game or something, you might want to know that feature. Alright, so we're about to see another brand new feature of this game, which should be pretty fun. Alright, so you're going to see a bunch of cover here, and you'll see our characters ducked. So as you're about to see, press the A button, and now we're in a cover shooting section. I guess it's called Blaster Battle. Okay, that's the official name. So basically, you hold the left trigger, or L2 if you're playing on PlayStation, or whatever it is on the other consoles. And basically, you can get behind cover and start shooting at the stormtroopers, and it's pretty fun. So you just kind of get up, and if you can complete everything without dying, you actually get a huge like stud reward at the end of the blaster battle, so that's pretty cool. You can see here, you can switch between cover. So right now, basically what we have to do is we have to take out one more scout trooper and one more stormtrooper to progress the blaster battle. Alright, so now we're moving up. I think I might have some extras turned on right now. I think I might have invincibility turned on or something. I don't know, I might turn that off for this playthrough, I'm not sure yet. But alright, so I think that's it. Yep, so we got a gold ranking because we never died. And yeah, you can see there we get a huge stud reward. So that's really helpful if you're trying to go for true Jedi status in this level and fill up that stud bar. Yeah, so that will help you, you know, fill that meter. Alright, so here we have a bunch of Ewoks over here. So commanders such as Wicket can order groups of Ewoks to help them. So Wicket's considered a commander, so you can actually grab these Ewoks, they'll then follow you around, so now you can go into this small character hatch, and these little small hatches return from the old LEGO games. They were even in LEGO Star Wars 1, if you really think about it, because if you remember, Anakin Skywalker, boy version, could use those panels. Okay, where are these Ewoks at? Why are they taking so long to come through this small little hatch there? And alright, with all four of us here, we can actually push this giant thing of logs across here to take out the ATST, so very nice. So that's a new feature of this game where you have like commander characters that can command groups of troops, and in this case Ewoks. But you'll see some other examples as we progress through this playthrough. Alright, so here we have another multi-build here. I think this game kind of goes a bit too crazy on the multi-build, so we're going to choose the one on the right here because that's the one we actually need. I think if you choose the one in the back, you can access another mini-kit. My bad. So we actually have to use the multi-build on the left side, I believe. Whoops, I forgot. I was thinking it was all for mini-kits, but yeah, you have to build that. Okay, get in the object here. Whatever this is, it's like a makeshift ATST. You can use that to destroy that log, and that will free R2-D2, so he's been added to our character roster now for this level. Very nice. Alright, so that's cool. So that's the multi-build feature. And we've seen it a few times now. So we built something on the left, now we're going to build something on the right here. And now we can use, I guess it's R2-D2, not BB-8, because this is the original trilogy. What am I talking about? BB-8 didn't exist yet. Okay, there we go. But usually you use BB-8 on these panels. That's what you're going to use most of the time throughout this game. Alright, switch back to Han Solo. And now we have this nice little elevator here to bring us up on the ledge. Very nice. So there we have a puddle. That's used to access another mini-kit, but we cannot access that in story mode because you need Admiral Akbar. You don't get, I don't think you ever get him in the story mode, actually. I think you have to get him like in the open world free play stuff. Alright, so let's use this grapple hook now to swing over onto an ATST. And we're going to get inside. You have to press the correct button at the right time. Throw him out of there. And now we've taken over an ATST. And here we go. So this is some vehicle gameplay. So the ATSTs can destroy the gold LEGO objects, which is very cool. And yeah, basically you just want to keep spamming the X button. And you can also aim if you want to be more precise. But for the most part, you can just kind of spam the attack button. And so here we're actually going to aim here. And aim at these gold objects here. And that will basically allow this bridge to be made for us. There we go. Sweet. And if you can't tell already, this is actually a remake of the last, like, 3 levels of LEGO Star Wars 2. So LEGO Star Wars 2 had, like, the Battle of Endor as, like, I think it was, like, the 4th level of Episode 6. And then they had the Jedi Destiny level where you battle Darth Vader and Palpatine as Luke, and we'll be getting on that as well. And then there was like the final level where you destroy the Death Star. So basically, those last 3 levels of LEGO Star Wars 2 are all combined into one level on this game, which is pretty crazy. So it kind of makes you think about what they're gonna do with LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, how they're gonna. Oh wow, I just got destroyed. Okay, I guess maybe I don't have invincibility on, or maybe invincibility doesn't apply to vehicles. I'm not totally sure, but yeah. But like I was saying, it kind of makes you think of about what they're gonna do for LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, like what levels they're gonna combine into like one level, like levels that were previously multiple levels, if they'll be combined into one. I think what they're gonna do, like with the beginning of Episode 3, there's that whole battle over General Grievous's invisible hand ship. I think they might combine that level with actually going into the invisible hand and taking out Grievous's bodyguards and all that kind of stuff, saving Palpatine. I think they're gonna kind of use that, maybe combine those first 2 levels of Episode 3 into one level in Skywalker Saga. Alright, so here we have a little panel here. We can actually choose what you want it to go on your head. So this is kind of a throwback to what they had in LEGO Star Wars 2, where you can access these little terminals here. And before, you would just put like a Stormtrooper hat on yourself or a Bounty Hunter hat, whereas in this game you can actually choose which hat. They give you like a few different options, which is kind of neat. But yeah, okay, so this ends the first section of this level. So the levels are kind of divided into like different sections. Some of them have 2 sections, some of them have 3. This one has 3, as you'll see here. But so there we go. There's Han Solo. Look at his character model, man. It looks nice. Like, even though this game's like going on 5 years old now, like the graphics definitely still hold up. I mean, if they just up-res this game to like 4K, I think it would look pretty good. But alright, so now we're getting back to Palpatine and Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader.
You, like your father, are now mine.
Underestimate the power of the dark side.
Good. Use your aggressive feelings, boy.
I will not fight you, Father.
I like that picture he just shows Darth Vader there. Yeah, I couldn't talk through that. That was a really cool moment. But here, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader kind of like how he's like crying underneath his helmet. That's great. And there, Darth Vader kind of rescues him, so it's a little bit different than what happened in the movie. But now Darth Vader and Luke are basically going to be teaming up here to take on Palpatine. And you know, at the time of this game coming out and at the time of this movie coming out, of course, Palpatine was assumed to be dead at this point after they defeat him here. But of course, it turns out that Palpatine never died, or perhaps he did, and it's just a clone now or something. Who knows what's actually going on with the storyline? I don't think even Lucasfilm knows at this point. But alright, so we're going to take out Palpatine. This works completely differently than it did in LEGO Star Wars 2. Instead of kind of moving around this room, you pretty much stay in this one area for the most part. Basically, you just want to keep using the Force on these 2 things on the side here, and that will kind of grab Palpatine, spin him around a little bit, and that'll make Palpatine a little bit angry. I think he gets up now. Yep. Now he starts taking matters into his own hands. And he destroys them, and I think, yeah, we're going to see another multi-build. I think this game uses the multi-build feature a little bit too much. There's some other LEGO games, like the newer games, I think LEGO Incredibles, the multi-build feature returns. But in that game, it's used a lot less, and I kind of prefer that. Because it's kind of annoying, you know, at times you build one thing in one place, then you have to destroy it and build another thing. I don't know. It's like, why not just do 2 different LEGO piles? Okay. So we built the TIE Fighter on the left side. Now we're gonna build an X-Wing on the right side, and that will be used to attack Palpatine, which is kind of interesting. So there we go. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a little bit of a cutscene here. He's gonna push us back. Whoa! Look at that dark side Force. So when we used the Force on that X-Wing, that little mini X-Wing, that was kind of interesting. It was a new feature of this game, and it might be the only spot of the game where it does this, but In that case, a dark side character actually couldn't use the Force on that, which is kind of interesting. Like, only you had to be Luke or a light side character to do it. So I think that's kind of interesting, because usually the dark side can just use the Force on everything, and there's some dark side exclusive things, but that was actually a light side exclusive Force ability there, so not sure if that shows up later. If anybody knows about that, if there's any more light side only, you know, Force objects in the game, let me know. Alright, so this is a dark side one there, and there we go. And then up top here, you can see a new feature of this game. Actually, it wasn't a new feature of this game, but a feature of this game is that you can throw your lightsaber, which is pretty cool. I think that was introduced in LEGO Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. And there we go. So Palpatine has been kind of taken out for the time being, but now he's going to attack Luke, and now he's going to attack Vader. And here we're going to get a really cool QuickTime event here coming up. And oh man, Luke's getting wrecked. And Vader gets back up. Palpatine's like, alright, I'm going to take on Vader now. And here we go, spam the A button, which would be X on PlayStation, I believe. Alright, spam the B button. I'm not sure if the buttons change each playthrough or not, but they might. Alright, so we're just kind of overpowering Palpatine's Force Lightning here. And one last time. This is pretty cool. Like how he just kind of throws him around a little bit. And throw him over the edge with the A button. And that's it for Palpatine until Episode 9 happens. I don't know why they changed the ledge that he throws him down. Like, he throws him on the left side in the movie, I'm pretty sure, not the right side like he did in the game, but just a small little error there. Oh, here we go. This is one of the funniest moments of the game. It's Hayden Christensen. Oh, that's great. If you haven't seen it, check out my, I think it's the top 5 best cutscenes in LEGO Star Wars. This makes an appearance in that video. You can also notice in the background those Imperial guards are like crying. Which is a funny detail. I actually didn't notice that until I was making that top 5 best LEGO Star Wars cutscenes video. I noticed that in the background, like now they're like crying on each other's shoulders. Oh, that's great.
The shield is down. Commence attack on the Death Star's main reactor.
Alright, this level's not over yet, so we have one final section. So that was sort of the Jedi Destiny level from LEGO Star Wars 2. And before that was the Battle of Endor. But now we're doing the final level of LEGO Star Wars 2, where you're actually going in and taking out the Death Star 2, that is. And so here we have the new vehicle sections of this game, and I actually prefer the vehicles in this game as compared to LEGO Star Wars 2 and the original game and stuff like that. I just think they improved it. Like, this is kind of on rails, where you're not really controlling, you're not freely flying around, you're just kind of controlling left, right, up and down, and shooting. And it looks kind of complicated, to be honest. Like, it looks like there's a lot of stuff going on. There's like a targeting reticle in the middle, and there's just studs going everywhere. It looks complicated, but to be honest, it's not that complicated. All you're doing is just kind of spamming the attack button, shooting things, and you're getting a ton of studs for it, and it's pretty cool. Alright, so here we go. We're going into the Death Star, and we got a bunch of TIE fighters following us. So the purple torpedoes return from LEGO Star Wars 2 as well.
Form up and stay alert. We could run out of space real fast.
Form up and stay alert. Keep out of enemy crosshairs when they appear to avoid incoming fire. Okay. So we got a TIE fighter right on our tail here, so we're just going to kind of avoid him. You can see his red crosshairs there, so we're just going to kind of avoid that for now. And, okay, we got a bunch of TIE fighters in front of us. We can destroy those, and there's nothing really you can do, as far as I know, about that TIE fighter right behind you. But yeah, so just kind of avoid them until you get to this little cutscene. And now we're getting into the middle of the Death Star, where we're actually going to destroy this thing and take it out.
There it is.
And there, it puts a little shield around it. And so this is kind of cool, so it actually changes to like almost like a third-person perspective. So maybe this is maybe we could see more stuff like this in the Skywalker Saga game, because we know they're going to a closer third-person perspective. I don't know if we'll see any like cockpit view like this, but I don't know, it would be interesting. So basically, just go around in a circle, destroying this thing, destroying all of the shield or armor, whatever you call that. And now it kind of goes into kind of an open, free-flowing section here, which is kind of cool, kind of like the old LEGO Star Wars games in a way. Just more third-person, similar to what it's going to look like in the Skywalker Saga game. And basically, we got to get torpedoes, but I think I'm using the infinite torpedo extra to kind of speed things up a bit. And boom! I think that's it. And now we're just going to go ahead and head out of here. And that's going to be it for this level, so very cool. There we have Lando and Nine Nub celebrating there, and kaboom! The whole thing blows up, and you see some stormtroopers in the bathtub with a rubber ducky falling out, and there is Luke. I like how that's kind of cool animation. You see Luke kind of fly out of there in the Imperial shuttle, trying to get the duck, which is kind of funny. And here we have the celebration on Endor. Again, I think this is a really cool way that they, you know, introduced this game. Like, they didn't start out right off on episode 7. They actually recapped episode 6. And there we go. There's Hayden Christensen, Yoda, and Obi-Wan. And there's Darth Vader too. Whoa. There's a Darth Vader ghost and an Anakin ghost. What? And there, oh, there's Qui-Gon Jinn. That's some funny moments there. And boom. That is it for the first level of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, the Prologue, also known as the Battle of Endor. So very cool. And so I've already 100%ed this game, so you can pretty much skip all of this for now. Again, if you need help 100%ing this game, you know, check out my mini kit guide. I think it's the best one, it's the quickest one, it's to the point, and I think it'll really help you guys out if you're trying to do it before Skywalker Saga comes out. But yeah, that's going to be it for this first part, so we're going to probably do a different level every part, because the levels are a lot longer in this game, as you can tell, compared to the previous LEGO games. It should be a pretty fun playthrough, so yeah, be sure to subscribe and notify when the next one comes out. It's probably going to be a new episode every week of this series. And yeah, let me know what you think, if you want to see more of this, if you're enjoying it, and comment if you enjoyed the video, dislike it if not, and let me know why. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.